Is there anything you need? Is something like coffee? It's your first time at the HQ, right? Huh? What? This is bad, right? Maybe Ryan's going to be in trouble with the CEO.
Trouble Busters!
Long time no see! Nah, I don't think so. That's too casual. Tomorrow matters more than today. The day after that matters more than tomorrow. I'm sure you'll feel that way when you're with me. All right, I'll go with this one. My name is Alan. I'm 36. I've returned from the Toramaru Company branch after 10 years. I'm super motivated because I'll get to see my colleague, who's also my secret love. You're Ryan, right? I'm so sleepy. My name is Alan, and I transferred from a branch. Thanks for coming here all the way from a branch. You're at HQ, so things won't be as easy as they are at a tiny branch. Are you gonna be okay? Huh? What exactly are you asking? It's just a jock culture. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Is there anything you need? Is something like coffee? It's your first time at the HQ, right? I'll go buy some since I wanted some coffee too. It's been 10 years since I was at the HQ, and I thought I was gonna start a brand new chapter of my life. But this isn't okay. It's my first day back, it's my first time meeting him, and he's about 10 years younger than me, right? I know he's the director's son, but this is ridiculous. For the sake of the company and for the sake of myself, I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters! Here's your coffee. You didn't want any sugar, right? I wanted sugar, though. Huh? What? This is bad, right? Maybe Ryan's going to be in trouble with the CEO. Hey, Ryan! Dad, you look flustered, but what's going on? Oh, don't give me that. What have you done to Mr. Allen? Huh? I didn't do anything. Then why are you telling something about the sugar to Mr. Allen? It was because this guy didn't seem to have listened to what I said. It's just one of my jobs to make sure I train the newbie. You might be surprised to see how hard I work. Ryan! Mr. Thompson! I heard you've been extremely rude to Alan. No, not at all. Jeez, I can't believe you made Alan do this. This gentleman is a newbie who was dispatched from a branch, right? What are you even talking about? Alan has been at our New York branch for 10 years, and he's been a part of the startup leaders for that branch. What? A leader? New York? Ryan, do you need a handkerchief? You're sweating a lot. What? Mr. Thompson, our CEO, was the person who gave me such a huge chance to grow when I was still a newbie back then. Sir, you were very bold to have sent me. It was because I trusted your skills and passion for the job. I was glad that I made the right choice. Ryan, I'm sorry to say this when it's my first day back, but isn't it the proper manner to greet someone when you're at work? I think I greeted you. When I talked to you, you just gave me a side eye as you laughed. No way, Mr. Allen. That was just my default face, so maybe that's why you thought I never greeted you. Ryan, you're better off apologizing. Do you understand the situation you're in? Everyone in this office is freaking out. I mean, I can't apologize for anything if I didn't do anything wrong. I thought I greeted him in my own way, even about the coffee. I kinda said it to another person, but Mr. Allen ended up buying it for me since he was gonna buy one anyway. Oh, but there wasn't anyone else inside this office. It was just you and me. Is that true, Ryan? I'm seriously not lying about anything. In that case, the two of you are giving completely different stories.
As Mr. Allen said, there were only the two of them in here.
Oh, I remember now. Besides, I was talking to myself when I said I wanted coffee. What? But you were being so loud, though. That's right! Oh, come on, Mr. Allen. You must have misunderstood what I meant and ended up buying it for me.
Ah, I see. Were you really talking to yourself at that time?
Is there anything you need? Something like coffee? It's your first time at the HQ, right?
What? Why were you filming us? I'm a tea-tuber, so I was filming Mr. Allen just to celebrate his return.
I really don't care about what happened with the coffee. I really wanted some for myself, too. Snyder, what kind of ethics have you been teaching your son? I'm very sorry. Hey, Ryan, you'd better admit that you were lying. Dad, I need you to be on my side. It's not a lie, it's a misunderstanding. Weren't you watching that video? No matter how you look at it, you're at fault. Mr. Allen, I apologize on behalf of my son. I'm terribly sorry for his demeanor. Sir, please. Let's just end this whole incident with this. Buying a coffee for him really wasn't a huge deal. There's a bigger problem, so I'd rather discuss that.
A bigger problem?
Mr. Thompson, as you are aware, the company's sales have been declining while our employee turnover rate has been increasing. Yes, the New York branch has been doing well, and since the sales department at HQ hasn't been doing well, you were asked to come back here to solve the issue. I went ahead and looked into the cause of this issue, but it seems like the sales have been declining ever since there was a change in leadership position in that department. Then it must have been since Ryan became the leader. Yes, based on the timeline of events.
Hold on a second. Isn't that just a coincidence? My clients love working with me, and I've been securing so many contracts. Compared to the colleagues who were hired around the same time, I've been contributing so much. You guys need to give me a break.
Look, Ryan, you've indeed brought us a lot of large contracts. I'd like to acknowledge that. But then, securing the contract isn't all about working for sales.
What? Really?
You need to take care of the clients and communicate well with them. It's a basic concept in sales.
I wouldn't have known because neither Dad or any of my seniors taught me.
You should have learned that during your training when you started working here, so you must have forgotten.
No, I have an IQ of 180 and I have a photographic memory, so I remember everything that everyone says. He's lying again. He just has about 180k power to tell a lie. I want you guys to stay quiet.
Your sales have been high, but your team hasn't been generating many sales. Is there a reason why?
That's because I'm talented and everyone else is not!
But you're a leader, so if your colleagues or subordinates need help, shouldn't you be helping them or teaching them how to handle things?
Well, I don't have the time for that. I'm already too busy with my own things.
That's not a valid reason.
Then, are you able to handle everything? You need to stop talking to him like that.
If I couldn't do it, then I'll at least explain clear reasons why I can't to my boss or colleague so we can all work on those problems as a team.
But then, isn't it wrong for you to ask for help from your subordinates when you're the leader?
It's way better than letting a project or a contract be broken. If it's not necessary to keep that pride, it needs to be trimmed down.
If you dispose of your pride, you won't have credibility as a leader. As a leader, we need to make sure everyone else respects us.
About the coffee. Was that the reason why you behaved that way with me?
That's right. Newbies need to learn who's the boss.
You just admitted what you've done. You just said it yourself that you did it on purpose. You dug yourself your grave. Yikes! Oh no! You can't interrogate me like that! I ended up saying that I did it when it wasn't even true! How dare you trick me like that? Oh, by the way, Mr. Allen, have you been watching that drama called 24 Hours with the Police Trouble Busters? That drama was so good! Stop changing the subject! Ryan, you must have been concealing the bad things you've been doing all along! What do you mean by that? Do you remember someone called Mr. Haywire who voluntarily resigned in the past? No, not at all! Then, if I said the guy who landed a major client had his name quietly replaced with yours, and you stuck his name on that fraudulent company you brought in, would that jog your memory? Hey, did you really do that? Sir, why do you keep trusting this guy's words over mine? It's because you've been acting suspiciously all along. That's not true! I would never replace names like that. I was the one who secured that contract, and he accidentally wrote his name on it, so I had to fix it to be my name. Does that mean you made your subordinate generate the contract for you, even though it was a major client that you secured? It was because I needed him to learn how to generate a contract. If you say so, then fine. Let's hear this one. This way, this contract will be under my name. So easy. How do you even have a video of this? Was there a hidden camera? I don't think there was any camera around. It's a ballpoint pen camera. I won't give any names, but there was a team member who felt that you were acting suspiciously, and they decided to record what you were doing. You probably didn't notice it when it was placed on your pen holder. Who would ever notice that? Isn't this an invasion of portrait rights? Who placed that thing here? Tell me! Ryan, even though you're my son, I can't possibly protect you at this point. Hold on a second, Dad. Okay, fine. I'll admit that I replaced my name. But then without my guidance, that guy wouldn't have been able to secure that contract. This means that I was pretty much the person who secured that contract, right? No, it doesn't work that way. Even if you had trained him, you can't just take the credit for him, especially if you're the leader. Alan is completely right. Alan, have you looked into the other thing we talked about? Yes, and as expected, he was guilty. Guilty? For what? Ryan, it seems like you're out of the office doing your rounds all the time, but do you have any explanation for that? Well, I'm a sales rep, so I need to be doing my rounds. I agree that it's part of your job to visit your clients' offices as a sales rep, but I'm asking you because you're being extremely unnatural as a sales rep. You're thinking too much. You're out of the office 4 days every week, right? Would you be able to explain to everyone what you've been doing out there? I have so many major clients, right? Those guys like to chat and go drink together, so I make sure I visit them at least once a week. Please, give me all the names of those major clients. What? Oh, Basumaru Fishery, Trutto Corporation, and... I'm close to the CEO at Basumaru Fishery, so I can go ahead and personally ask them. Huh? Oh, you don't have to do that! I can't be troubling you to do that! Hello? He'd be a champion at the speed singing contest. I see. Thank you for your time. How did it go? You're completely guilty. Their sales rep said that they've never gone out drinking with you before. No, if you ask them thoroughly, I'm sure you'll discover that I'm telling the truth. You can't just confirm the facts within such a short period of time. Watch how you talk. I don't recall raising you to be an adult like this.
Are you sure you've been at the client's offices?
Of course I was. Where else would I ever be?
Maybe at a place that has a name starting with hostess and ending with clubs?
You're not masking it at all. Look, unlike you, I'm super popular among girls.
What? How do you know that I'm not popular? Putting that aside, what exactly are you trying to say?
I have a queue of girls waiting to be mine, so I don't need to go to a place like that.
Where's the queue?
That was just a metaphor, don't you get it?
Anyway, Ryan, I'm gonna continue revealing all your wrongdoings. But are you ready for this?
What else do you have for me?
A lot of things. Dust tends to get all over the air when you slap a dirty object, you know. Here you go. Isn't this the receipt where you got reimbursed for going out to have some drinks during your personal time? Also, this one even has a picture.
Are you in a relationship with my daughter?
You called it a business entertainment, but this is a personal trip for sure.
What? I mean, she's our CEO's daughter, and there wouldn't be any problem even if I were to go on a vacation trip with the company's money, right?
What are you even saying?
Huh? Why? What are you mad about? Is it about my relationship with your daughter?
Both of them! Even if you're going on a trip with the CEO's daughter, you should have known better than to spend the company's budget.
Is that true, Dad?
Don't even ask me! Jeez!
What? But you said that you'll take care at a luxury hotel for me!
What are you even talking about? Even though you're my son, I'm not going to allow you to tell such a lie! I don't think this conversation is going anywhere, even if we continue on, so I have a suggestion. Ryan, you said that you weren't the reason why your team's performance has been declining, right?
That's right! It's because I'm great at what I do!
So, you're confident in yourself, is that right?
Yes, and stop making me repeat myself!
Well then, can you please show me how you work as a sales rep starting today? Let's go ahead and work together side by side for 1 week.
What? Well, I feel like that's gonna create some problem for my work.
That's a wonderful idea. Impressive, Alan. This is why the New Yorkers were all admiring you. Don't you think this is an excellent idea, Ryan?
I guess.
This was how Ryan and I spent a week working side by side. However, I'm sorry, but I'm not sure who he is.
What? Oh, come on. Did you forget who I was? I've been visiting your office every day.
Do you know him?
Huh? Not really. Huh?
So now, if we were to export our products to New York, how much profit would we generate?
Huh? A precise number?
You've done research on the expected profit and whether our product would be favorable to the locals or not, right? Ryan?
Alan will be getting back to you on a later day about that.
Right.
Huh? What? Me?
You're going to visit us this week again, right? Let's spend your company's money to have you order a bunch of Trop Perignon.
This week again? Company's money?
Huh? What? I don't know who she is, seriously.
As expected, he turned out guilty. So, everything is now clear. I'm terribly sorry about this. Hey, don't you have anything to say?
Huh? What? Do I just need to apologize? Sorry about that.
You're thinking out loud. We'll talk about the details on this matter on a later day. Hold on a second, sir.
What's going to happen to me then? I acknowledge your hard work. However, I can't forgive you for the fact that you've been looking the other way every time your son was stealing the company's budget. I'm so sorry about this. I really am.
Will I be fined if I write an apology letter?
No, nothing will be fine. Not only have you been spending the company's funds on personal matters, do you even realize how the other employees felt as they resigned from their positions?
Yeah, I'm sorry for everything. I swear I'll work hard as a sales rep.
Then I'll go ahead and personally teach you how to work in sales. So you'd better learn everything.
Of course! I graduated from an elite university and I'm smart! If I take this job seriously, this company will grow so rapidly!
I'm not sure how to feel about how you say that.
Oh, please! I'll show you what I got this time. If anything, I can speak foreign languages and you can send me to New York if you want to! Hello everyone! And goodbye.
Hey, Ryan, did you not get ready for this?
Oh, this is just so terrible!
After totally embarrassing himself during a presentation, Ryan found it hard to stay at the company, especially after being caught misusing expenses and slacking off at work. He ended up resigning on his own. He managed to land a job at a small firm, but now he's completely overwhelmed, having to actually go out and chase clients for real. It seems he's finally realizing just how tough it is to earn money on your own in a world where connections and degrees mean nothing. Meanwhile, I've just reunited with my former colleague, Helen, for the first time in 10 years. Helen, today is better than tomorrow, and tomorrow is, you'll feel that way if, you spend your time with me. Oh? No matter how hard I work, my efforts just don't seem to pay off. But don't give up, me. Hang in there. Keep going, me. Trouble Busters.